These trees are propagated by seeds dropped by birds. The Audumba tree is associated with Lord Dattatreya. So what makes these trees so important? All these trees had the capacity to generate oxygen through the day. Our ancestors, understanding that these trees were important to maintain ecological balance, ensured that they were never cut or destroyed in any way by associating them with the divine. In traditional India, people ate their meals seated cross-legged on the floor. What were the benefits of eating meals seated in this posture? By sitting in Sukhasana, as this posture was called, the body relaxed, making the body ready for the digestive process. Also, the constant movement of bending forward and straightening up made sure that digestive juices were released, enhancing speedy digestion. While sitting and getting up, joints were made more flexible, removing ailments like arthritis. So, there were several benefits to eating your meals in the traditional way, seated in Sukhasana. Our ancestors stressed the fact that every meal should start with spicy foods and end with the sweets. What was the scientific rationale behind this theory? It is well known that when we take spicy foods, the body secretes digestive juices and acids which enhance the digestive process. Sweets contain a lot of carbohydrates which make for sluggish digestion. Also, the intake of sugar enhances the absorption of amino acid tryptophan. Tryptophan increases the levels of serotonin, a neurotransmitter associated with the feelings of well-being. That is the feeling that we experience at the end of a full meal. This was the rationale behind our ancestors stressing that every meal should start with spicy foods and end with sweets. Fasting is one of the important tenets of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is based on the premise that most ailments stem from the fact that there are toxic materials retained in the body. By fasting, we help to cleanse the system and regulate body functioning. A complete fasting is good for health with occasional sips of lime juice. The body contains 80% liquid and 20% solid, just like the earth. The gravitational force of the moon sometimes creates disturbances in the body. Fasting helps to cut down the intake of acids, thus regulating stress and hysteria. Modern research shows that fasting helps to correct several ailments including Alzheimer's, cancer and diabetes. There is a popular misconception that by fasting we become weak. On the contrary, by fasting the system is cleansed and physiological balance is maintained. A day of fasting helps the digestive system and helps the proper functioning of several organs like the liver, kidney, pancreas, etc. The human body has 7 chakras, starting with the base chakra or the Mooladhara and ending with the highest chakra or the Sahasrara or Sahasradhala. The Sahasradhala is also defined as the 1,000-petaled lotus. The Kundalini, energy that lies coiled like a serpent at the base chakra, can be made to rise through yogic exercises right up to the Sahasradhala. The enlightened master is one who through his spiritual practices raises the Kundalini from the Mooladhara to the Sahasradhala past the Shikha. Shushruth, the surgeon of Ayurveda, described this spot as the Adipati Marma. In the brain, this spot coincides with the Brahmarandra, the point where the Sushumna arrives from the lower part of the body. The Shikha covers this spot, protects it and preserves the energy, also called Ojas. In Indian culture, it is customary to bend down and touch the feet of elders as greeting. It is said that by doing this, you acquire intellect, knowledge, strength and fame. There is a scientific reason behind this analysis. The body is a storehouse of energy, negative and positive. The left side represents negative energy, the right, the positive energy. When we bend down and touch the feet of our elders, it indicates that we are surrendering our ego at their feet. This gives rise to karuna or compassion within them. As we touch their feet, this energy is passed on to us, thus also creating an instant liking between two hearts and minds. The nerves from the brain are spread out through the body, and when we touch another person, it forms a circuit, thereby transmitting energy from one person to the other. We become the receiver, and the other person is the giver of energy. If we sleep with our heads towards the north, we invite evil spirits and ghosts. A myth, but there was a scientific reason to why we should not sleep with our heads towards the north. It is well known that the earth has a magnetic field. It is also known that the body has a magnetic field of its own. When we sleep with our heads towards the south, then the unlike poles of the earth and the body attract each other. We wake up in the morning with a sense of well-being, of having slept well and rested. Also, when we sleep with our heads towards the north, the iron in our body tends to coagulate in the brain, creating disturbances, headaches, and unpleasantness.
We have covered quite a bit, but we should assume that they are not superstitious or just random. They have a scientific reasoning. The next video will be about what Vedic traditions we have already lost. Please like, share, and comment.